So I'm doing the best I can. I want to tell you guys I'm appreciative of those who are coming to streams and supporting stuff. If you want to hear a story, watch today's pre-stream podcast about basically how I'm getting harassed by fucking Keemstar and how he's basically trying to say he wants to pay me to be in garbage content. And it's all fucking stupid. And it pisses me off because right now, I'm in a part of my life right now where things are so tight financially all the time. And I want them to get better. I want to believe they're going to get better, that the channel is going to have growth over time. These gifted memberships have helped, and they're going to continue to help. The channel is going to grow. When new releases come out, things are going to pick up. That's typically what happens. But for now, I'm kind of in a slower time, and there's not much I can do about that. And I got assholes online harassing me and shit. It's like, but anyway, it's neither here nor there. Overall, I had a great day. I had a really fun day, both with Castlevania and with the Capcom Fighting Collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you get caught up on the videos. I will say this, if you're watching the videos on demand exclusively, if you're not coming to the streams and supporting in any way there, please consider, at this point, supporting in another way. Whether that's looking at the description of the video, leaving a tip, becoming a channel member, some other way to help support, only because right now, yeah, I really do need the help. And it would be great if you are watching everything on demand and you're not there for the streams, if you could, you know, chip in some way. Whatever. I'm not asking for anything crazy. I'm not asking for you to go beyond your means. I'm just saying, some people still to this day, I know for a fact, assume ad revenue is good. It is not. Especially on these retro games. I'm making nothing on these ad-wise. YouTube is not putting ads on these kind of videos. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh. Somebody's getting that groove back, getting that vibe back. We're ready for fun stuff. We hope you guys are ready too. So today was just an incredible day in the land of DSP. It was capped off by that daily rap you just saw, and well, let's go ahead and get into it. So he says, quote, "I'm getting harassed by Keemstar," unquote. What are you, a fucking child? Are you on the playground and he's the bully? Is he taking your lunch money, Dave? Is that why you claim you don't have any money right now? This is pathetic, man. And then he immediately goes into the grift of, things are so tight right now and I want them to get better. Gee, Phil, I could swear we've been hearing this same old song and dance for the last 5 years. And of course, he starts asking for behind-the-scenes contributions. He utters the phrase, quote, "There's some other ways to support because right now I really do need the help," unquote. Keep in mind, this guy just got paid on the 22nd. 5 days from when he made this video. And that YouTube check had all those gifted subs on it. The check was somewhere between $5,000 to $7,000 at least. And we know that because that's what he usually pulls from YouTube every month. And he's claiming he needs help right now. And on top of that, he claimed Ket was at work tonight, meaning there's a second income. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Keem said that triggered him so much. And, well, let's pull up the picture here. So this was from Sunday night, and Keem got in his chat and says, "You spent all this time begging your viewers for money when I would have given you $50K with a great business opportunity." He follows that up by saying, "Phil should make his own money, not get it from you guys." So Keemstar tells the truth, and DSP just can't take it, so he blocks him. And then in typical DSP fashion, he shit talks him from behind his safe space. What a real man you are, DSP. And speaking of a real man, we're going to take a look at a clip from a couple of weeks ago and see what Big Tough Burnell had to say about his parents.
Why did I move so far away from my parents? Gee, let me count the ways, or the reasons. Bad weather, high taxes, horrible overpopulation, crime. I can keep going, but for me, this is the best choice. Being a moderate climate where everything's close to me, it was better for my health, my back, and everything, so it just made sense. Son of a bitch, again? Oh, look, the other plate is still here. The other wooden plate is still here from before. Well, let me pick this one up then. Is there a reason my parents didn't want to move west? Stubbornness. My entire life, I told my parents, get out of Connecticut. My entire life. I said, what is the reason you're here? Besides some relatives who lived there near. I said, why are you still here? You know, you can move anywhere you want. You can have a better life. They just didn't want to listen. I think it's just, you know what it is? I think it gets to the point where it's called complacency. You get so used to things being one way that you don't care that it could be better elsewhere. You're just kind of stuck in your rut of what you do. And I get the feeling that's what it is with them, that they never really aspired to do anything else. They just got, they always wanted to move. They always wanted to do something different, but then they never there's always another excuse. There's always another reason. You know what I mean? No matter what, they'll talk in circles, convincing themselves that they have to stay there. And it's like,
Well, gee, Phil, that sounds exactly like what you do now. So somebody asked him why he moved so far away from his parents, and Dave says, well, gee, let me count the ways. He then names off a bunch of shit that he's still dealing with on the other side of the country, like overpopulation, crime, weather, because he cries about how it's hot every day, and taxes. And I'm pretty sure you're still dealing with back tax payments to the government every month, idiot. He's then asked why his parents didn't move with them, and he says because of stubbornness. That they could have moved anywhere they wanted and had a better life just like him. Yeah, Phil, I agree with you. Your dad should have just quit his high-paying job and moved across the country, put himself into a ton of debt, begged people online to bail him out, and when that didn't work, just declare bankruptcy. They sure were stupid for not doing that. He then says that they became complacent and that they were, quote, stuck in a rut, unquote. And him uttering that line made me think of this.
Well, thank you guys who did support the stream. I appreciate it. It's 2 slow nights in a row now. When I needed the help, it sucks, but what can you do? What can you do, right? I still had a good time tonight. Oh, fuck you. Wow. Yes, the earlier goal was hitting that will help some, but I really, really wanted to hit both. Now I'm going to be short tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if, I hope I have enough. It depends. I don't know how many groceries I need to get and stuff. It is a shorter grocery week. Thank God that I'm actually having another day off on Wednesday. Because if I was shopping for like another week and a half. It sucks. I don't like living like this, but it's the life I'm living right now. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sure things will get better eventually, but kind of stuck in the rut, as they say.
Quote, I don't like living like this. I'm sure things will get better. I'm just stuck in the rut, as they say, unquote. As who says, Phil? Because I could swear you said the same shit about your parents. How they're complacent and miserable and stuck in a rut. And then take a look at you. And by the way, that clip could have been from fucking tonight and nobody would have known the difference. It was from September of last year. And there he is, just like earlier tonight in the Daily Wrap, selling that holy water and that false hope that things are going to get better financially. He's just stuck in this little rut, and he needs your help this one more time, guys. This guy's a piece of garbage. And if you don't believe me, let's finish up that last clip and see what else he had to say about his parents.
The sad part is the excuse was always something new, like, oh, well, this other relatives did this other. Now, guess what? They're the only ones left. They're literally the only people left in Connecticut. They're the only ones left behind living there. It's like, so why are you still there? Well, now it's too late. Now they're old, and now they have health issues, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, well, I guess that's it. I guess that's it for that. They're never leaving. By the way, the glitch is not working for me now. It's pissing me off. See you later, Tyrone. Do I fear becoming like that? I mean, yeah, but at the same time, am I? Not really. I was the one who took the risks. I was the one who changed my life for the better. And by the way, they very, very strongly criticized me. When I told them that I wanted to get out of there, out of Connecticut, they were like, no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. Basically, anything that involves risk, anything that involves possibility of something going wrong, they never wanted me to do it. I was the one who did the different thing, and now here I am on the West Coast happy, and they're stuck over there, and I tell you, they do not like Connecticut. They're tired of it.
Quote, they're the only ones left there, and now they're old, and now they have health issues, and blah, blah, blah. And I guess I guess that's it, unquote. I'm sure your parents love to hear you talk about them like that, Phil. while you're on the opposite side of the country in a gated complex, playing mobile games, drinking gin, and eating DoorDash every night. And then he has the nerve to say that he was the one that took the risks and changed his life for the better. He said they didn't want him to move and that they don't like to take risks. This is coming from a literal shut-in that only has human contact with one person 6 days a week. The man looks like a ghoul because he doesn't go outside. And if we're to go by that picture that came out recently, his wife ain't that far off either. But the way he spoke about his parents in that clip made me think of another clip. And I'll bet you old Philly boy was singing a different tune about his parents when he needed their money.
My parents are doing so well, all right? They're getting old, and my mom has had a lot of health issues over the years already. The last few years, you guys noticed I haven't really talked about my dad that much. It's because he's not doing very well. My dad is getting a lot of health issues, both his back, which he basically has, remember my back issue, my herniated disc? Well, he has at least 2, if not 3, in the same situation that I had. So he's really fucked up right now and can barely move around. He's been like this for about 2 years now. And now he's starting to have other health problems. He's starting to have heart problems, okay? So it's a bad situation. It's really bad. And the thing is, my parents are basically telling me, listen, we don't know what's going to happen. We could be around for many more years, or one of us could see a really bad turn for the worse. And that's it, okay? You may have wondered where my parents been, because if you remember when I first moved out here in 2014, they immediately visited me for Christmas of 2014, and then they visited me again in the summer of 2016, remember? And you might be saying, well, what the hell now? It's been like 2.5 years. We've heard nothing about Phil's parents. Well, the bottom line is, they're not doing very well at all, okay? And immediately you get a dickhead like ITG Jake. I'm going to read it because I've had enough and he's permanently banned now. Do you want us to give you money to see your parents? Fuck you, Jake. How about that? Fuck you. No, because you don't wait 5 seconds to let me finish what I'm saying. Now, not only are you permanently banned, but now we all get to laugh at you publicly for being an insensitive piece of fucking shit when I'm bearing my heart to the fucking stream. Go fuck yourself. No, I'm not asking anyone for money to go to Connecticut to see my parents. In fact...
Well, isn't that Shawn Michaels? You piece of trash. And once again, prayer hands in chat for ITG Jake, please. We'll never forget your sacrifice, my friend. And I don't care how many times it's been, I can never see that clip enough. But speaking of trolls, I mean good Samaritans, if you've been watching the streams the last few days, you've been noticing quite a few pesky little cockroaches popping up in Phil's chat. And Phil has to stop everything down to ban them. And they're just fucking pests everywhere. They're nuisances. But since we're friends to the trolls on this side, we're going to take a look at a few pictures here and give out some more prayer hands. All right, so we start with the Rally family here. And Guy Rally says, at DSP Gaming, does your horse need medication or anything I could help with? So... not sure why you banned him, Phil. He was trying to help and just a good Samaritan, as we call him. Gang Trekker Rally. Hey, at DSP Gaming, I too am curious how you haven't saved a dime in 13 plus years of panhandling. Gang Trekker, what the hell's going on, man? Get out of here. Paul's distant cousin, Yusef. Jesus, these trolls don't stop. So, at DSP Gaming, if Keemstar offered you $50K and you turned it down, and your neighbor's condo sold for $650K, then are you really broke or not? Very good question, but get fucking banned. I don't want that shit in here. Jim Rally, not related by the same last name, at DSP Gaming. Is your life plan honestly to beg for tips on stream until you die? And this is the 10-year plan. Get fucking debunked, idiot. Banned. LTG Rally, at DSP Gaming. I mean, it's pathetic. $5K a month living paycheck to paycheck. A family in Africa would probably become billionaires in a month with that money. Very observant, LTG. Good job. Linda Rally. Ooh. At DSP Gaming. Every time you ban a rally, it creates 3 more of us. So you know anyone named Linda? I bet she misses you since you moved thousands of miles away and barely talk to her but once a year. And judging on what we just heard a little while ago in this video, I don't think Linda's going to be talking to you anytime soon, buddy. Next picture. Davis Jammy, Paul's friend in his band, at DSP Gaming. What a fight indeed. So how did you manage to declare bankruptcy while you had 2 homes worth more than you owed on them? And get fucking banned. I'm not even going to dignify that with the response. Davis Jammy, Paul's friend in his band. With the business degree, it seems like you easily could have pulled yourself out of bankruptcy. Jason Rally. Phil, your whales that spend all of their income are actually in wheelchairs. Does that make you feel any guilt at all? Taking money from the actually handicapped, and I have no comment there. The views in this message do not express my channel, sir. Jason Rally again, at DSP Gaming. Did you ever try to reverse Cat's metabolism? I mean, you thought overtime was killing you, but look what DoorDash is doing to your wife, dude. Oh my, this guy, somebody ban this guy. Get him out of here. I can't take this. Paul Rally's side chick, a horse named Cat. At DSP Gaming. Hey, Phil, can I ask you something honestly? Why don't you save any money with your ridiculous income? That's a good question, sir. Paul Rally's side chick, a horse named Cat. At DSP Gaming. Do you ever feel any remorse for the people you scam out of their welfare checks? Sir, I'd like to shake your hand because that is a great question. Now get the fuck up out of my chat because you're banned. Tyrone Rally. What's up, homie? At DSP Gaming. I will be here at night until you actually pay some mods. And Phil, don't listen to this guy. Don't pay him. They're fucking idiots. They'll do it for free. Fuck them. Paul Rally Sr.'s brother, Uncle Jeff. Good night, Phil. I'll be back later. And yes, I have a feeling he will. Tyrone Rally again. Good night, Phil. Tell Cat I said hi. Oh my God. So that's the Rally family there. And well, the next time you're in Dark Dave Mears, if you see either Intoxicated Paul 1651 or Reconstructed Richard, give those gentlemen a salute. Give them a pat on the back. Those were all Intoxicated Paul, I believe. I mean, tremendous. I didn't include any from Reconstructed Richard, but if you notice the last few weeks, somebody's been going in there and just flooding accounts and just getting banned left and right. Most of those were Reconstructed Richard. These 2 gentlemen are doing the Lord's work. And again, we're friends to the troll on this channel. So shout out to you. I know shout out to Reddit because they've been doing some work as well. Good Samaritans from Reddit have been coming over and helping. And you can never have enough good Samaritans. Big ups, Intoxicated Paul and Reconstructed Richard. Now, we're going to end with a gentleman by the name of Ukrainian Vodka and something that I saw recently. So, Ukrainian Vodka donated big to Phil the other night. And last night he said, trolls are busy trying to make their internet friends because they can't make real ones in real life. Laugh on Rich's illegal stream. Talk about losers with no life. So, speak English. I can't understand what you're saying, but that piqued my interest. So Ukrainian Vodka, I've heard the name recently. Didn't know who he was. Just trying to figure out some stuff. I went snooping on the chat tracker and, well, let's see what I found. Let's see who the real loser is that has to hide their fucking name. You punk bitch. So we take a look at this picture. Ukrainian Vodka on June 2nd, 2022 says, I go, cats don't deserve to live. And my dog goes, bark, bark, bark. And I go, then you shall die with them. Join them in extinction. Crawl, crawl, crawl. What a dumb fucking message by a dumb individual. Now we go to another dumb fuck named Bent Boxer. And if you're an old school detractor, you might remember that name. June 19th, 2019, 3 years ago. Me, cats don't deserve to live. Dog, bark, bark, bark. Me, then you shall join them in extinction. Crawl, crawl, crawl. What a fucking coincidence. Who's the fucking loser? Who has to change their name and hide like a little bitch and then come back in years later and talk tough until you get found out? Punk motherfucker. All right, and like I said, somebody's getting their groove back, getting their vibe back. And that's bad news for the pay pigs. Very bad news. So let me give 2 quick shout outs. One to my buddy For Retro's Sake. Tipped me after the last video. Said, good to see you back. You know, he loves the videos. And if you want to see good retro gameplay, not that bullshit from DSP, check out my buddy. I'll link him down below. I've linked him in the past. Straight to the point. I believe he owns every Nintendo game out there. I believe. And, you know, it's just good retro gameplay. Clean retro gameplay, too. He doesn't talk like DSP. He doesn't talk like me. It's just good stuff to watch, man. So check out For Retro's Sake. He's a good guy. Kirk Rules sent me a tip also. Daily 1 Minute Man Tithe. Just said he loves the videos. Good to see me back. And that I'm his favorite detractor. And as I've said before, stuff like that humbles me because I think to where I was a year ago as a detractor and where I am now and the following that I have now and just the love and support that I get. And, you know, it's very humbling. And it just gives me motivation to keep going. Despite what anybody says about me, it gives me the motivation to keep going. And I'm not going to stop, man. I'm not going to stop. So more videos are going to be coming. These shorter ones, I think, are better to do for me so I don't get burnt out. But, you know, we'll see where this goes. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll have another one out very soon. Thank you for riding with me. You know, just thanks for having my back. And as always, a less of fucking a go.